Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today is January 30th, death anniversary of Father of the Nation, Mahatma Gandhi. And today, India, rather entire world, has paid rich tributes to Mahatma Gandhi. So, whatever the values, standards, morals that were given by Mahatma Gandhi are valid for ever and ever. So, next, with respect to the Parliament session, the first Parliament session of this year is going to begin from tomorrow. And as we know, every first session of the Parliament in any year that will begin with a presidential speech. So, tomorrow, that is January 31st, the President of India is going to address both the houses of the Parliament. And on the same day, economic survey is also going to be tabled. So tomorrow evening we will be having a discussion on this economic survey. And so for a change this time, all these days there were two budgets that were presented in India. So one is the railway budget and second one is the general budget. And this time, railway budget has been merged with the general budget. So day after tomorrow, the budget is going to be presented in the Parliament. That is on February 1st, and this time there is no separate railway budget. So after many years, so the budget has been merged, and we are going to have a single budget. And the Parliament session will continue up to February 9th. And starting from February 9th, on February 9th, the Parliament is going to be adjourned. So only to meet again on March 9th. Time, so where various departmental standing committees will come into picture, and they will verify the whole aspects of the budget, and accordingly they will also submit certain recommendations to the government. So anyway, all these aspects, so I'll be covering periodically, so as we go further. But the majority of the things that I have already discussed with you, so when I in a detailed manner when I dealt with the concept of budget during our Indian polity classes. But anyways, for the first time again, generally what happens, as we know in India, the financial year begins on April 1st, right? So but when it comes to the actual implementation of the budget, so by the time the budget becomes a law, that is Appropriation Act, so it is taking, we are going beyond April 1st. So we are reaching the month of May. But this time efforts are being taken care that everything is going to be finished before, this April 1st. And the actual budget, exact budget is going to be implemented from April 1st onwards. So anyway, so many details are there. I'll be giving you all the details during our course of discussion. Right. So this is, another important point is that with respect to parliamentary affairs, so there is a separate ministry called Ministry for Parliamentary Affairs. So right now it is Mr. Ananta Kumar, and he is also the chairman for Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs. So with respect to all the issues related to the Parliament, that will be taken care by this committee, and that will be taken care by, the concerned ministry. Accordingly, so they will coordinate with the Lok Sabha and also the Rajya Sabha. Right. Next. So next, let me speak to you a few points with respect to Jallikattu, which is very much there in the news, considered to be cultural event, traditional event of one of the important states in India, that is Tamil Nadu. And Supreme Court has banned this Jallikattu in the year 2014. But since that time, there were agitations, and the agitations have reached to the highest position during this time. Coming under pressure, the government of Tamil Nadu, the legislature of Tamil Nadu has amended the respective act, and accordingly it has been permitted for continuing the Jallikattu. So but immediately after this, a bunch of petitions have been filed before the Supreme Court challenging the validity of this amendment. And majority of the petitions have contended that the amendment that was made by the concerned legislature is considered to be a fraud on the constitution. On one side constitution, on the other side the traditions. So we need to wait, and then the Supreme Court accepted these petitions, and Supreme Court will come out with a this it's a ruling on this, so very very soon. But I'll show you this document with respect to Jallikattu. Look at this. The Supreme Court on January 25th 2017 agreed to hear a plea to stay the prevention of cruelty to animals, Tamil Nadu Amendment Bill 2017, which is passed by the State Assembly. The challenge termed the amendment as a fraud on the Constitution and a violation of a 2014 Supreme Court judgment. And during that judgment, Supreme Court declared Jallikattu as an inherently cruel event practiced on bulls. So this is the statement that was given by Supreme Court in the year 2014. So in order to nullify that one, amendment bill has been passed by the concerned state legislature. Now the petition says that this is a fraud on the constitution. Look at this. So it described Jallikattu as an extremely violent event where untrained persons either volunteer or coerced into taming or fighting terrified bulls agitated by the organizers and the crowd. There were many incidents where the people were injured very, very badly. The challenge said every year many individuals get seriously injured or are killed by the bulls while participating or watching the event. So different people have the different opinion, but with respect to the entire Tamil Nadu, including various political parties in Tamil Nadu, backed by the government at the central level, so they have supported this continuation of this event. That is the reason why, accordingly, the amendment has been taken place. But on the other side, the Supreme Court said something else. So we need to wait and watch what the Supreme Court is going to say on this. Now, yeah. So let me speak to you a few points with respect to Australian Open. So this is one of the Grand Slams. Grand Slam means four events, four top events with respect to tennis. And the first one is Australian Open, followed by French Open, followed by Wimbledon, and the last one is the US Open. So all these major events that are conducted every year, and the year has begun with 2000 with the Australian Open, and very recently it has been concluded. So let's have a look at the final results. Who is the winner in the this men's singles and women's singles? I'm sure that majority of you have already followed this. Look at this. Look at this. It's a part of Grand Slam. Grand Slam means here it is Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and it's missing. Yeah, this is US Open. Let me add this. Right. And with respect to Australian Open, it was first held in the year 1905. And it's conducted in Melbourne in the month of January every year. And the latest one, that is 2017, have a look at this. In women's singles, these are the sisters, so who fought against each other in the finals. And finally, it is a Serena Williams defeated Venus Williams. And as you know, both belong to United States of America. Kindly remember the name of the winner and also the runner-up. Both are important for the forthcoming examinations. And with respect to Serena Williams, this is the 7th Australian Open title. Okay. And with respect to men's singles, it is the Roger Federer, belongs to Switzerland. He defeated Rafael Nadal of Spain. And with respect to Federer, this is his fifth Australian Open title. Please look at the names and try to remember the names. Right? And kindly see here, since from tomorrow, the budget session is going to be started. So that is going to be started with the presidential address. And so all these things, whatever is happening on day-to-day basis, and especially with respect to the latest changes that are brought in the so-called this budget. So all the points we'll be discussing on day-to-day basis. And whenever any important points comes to the picture, so we'll have a detailed discussion on that, right? And that's all for today. And thank you so much for being with me this evening. And tomorrow what happens, this in the morning, I'll announce this. So we'll also try to have a look at some of the questions that are related to Indian economy. Okay, so, right? So Indian economy questions, I'll show it to you tomorrow morning, sometime around 9 o'clock. And in the evening tomorrow, again we'll have a discussion on economic survey. And if any important points will be there, are there, that happen in parliament, so we'll have a discussion on that. But if you are free, on February 1st, so that is the day, this budget is going to be presented. And during that time, if you are there, if you are free, just have a look at this television, the presentation of the budget live, clear. So that what will happen, anyway, that day evening I am going to have a discussion with that. So that will be much clearer to you. You'll be understanding majority of the things. So that is the reason why I request all of you who are preparing for the competitive examinations, starting from tomorrow, you please keep following the budget till the April, so that you will be understanding many points. And majority of the points also I am going to discuss with you on day-to-day basis, right? And I wish you all the very best, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.